Hello darlings, it's time for another video. To start with, there's lots of stuff everywhere, which I will explain. I've been very slow on the case of updates, as you're probably going to find out very shortly. Any of you that follow me on social medias will already know that a lot has been done to the red car that I didn't have time to video. Reason being is next weekend, I don't know when I'm actually going to upload this, but next weekend we are at Prescott Hill Climb for retro rides, and the car got accepted onto the hill climb, which I've been waiting over a year for, because I was supposed to go last year in the car, but it didn't work, which obviously isn't much use. If you can't start and drive your car, how the hell are you supposed to get it to a show other than trailer it? And even at that point, it was still in many pieces. It's currently in one piece-ish. We drove it, it's great. And now I need to just do the finishing touches. So today I'm going to test fit the bumper, which I haven't really posted anything about. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting one for some people because they haven't seen it before. But they will recognise where parts of it have come from and probably be a little bit annoyed. Oh, appears the camera's a bit dirty. Hang on. I'm not even going to edit this out because, funny. Is that better? That's loads better. So, what I'm going to do is do some magic and sort all this stuff out. Oh, I've just given it away, haven't I? Anyway, I'm going to try and test fit that onto the car. Make sure it actually fits. I've been having some help with the bodywork. And yeah, I need to just get it all together and see what it looks like in one piece. See if anything changes. Any changes need to be made. And go from there. I'm not looking after not looking for perfection with this. I just want it on the car. And the rest of the car ain't exactly spotless. So, give me 2 seconds. And all of this, watch this, editing magic. Yes. I can put that. Like that. And then do this. What is this? I just put cable ties in the content. Move it over. Is this taking longer than I expected? Now that's taken me about 15 minutes, which is about half hour longer than I wanted it to take me. So now I'm going to get the car in. Those of you with eyeballs will have already noticed some changes. I'm going to turn that off because the rattly bloody gearbox is already annoying me. Quite like having a tripod. I can use it like a stick. Hang on. Oh my god. I can put you far away, but then I'm really small. So yeah, I'm going to put that back down. That's silly. It's very silly. Oh, never mind. Don't like the stick. I like being able to hold the phone. So, what has happened since the last video? I'm actually going to have to rewatch and double check. I'm pretty sure in the last video we were... No, I don't think I even had the side skirts on. I think there is some clips I recorded of putting the side skirts on, but we are back to 850 side skirts. They are black. I've picked up a bonnet, which already has these aero catches installed, which saves me a couple minutes of my life. The wheels that were on it are now silver. These are the replacement wheels because obviously after the accident I destroyed one. We've now got the new air dam on the car, which is painted better than the last one. For a start, it's almost the same colour as the car. Same with the wings, both now fiberglass, thank you to Mr. Volvo Composites himself. And bollocks, hang on. I mean, you can see it through the window, but it's not quite the same. Oh, it's hot in here. And cage.
So, this cage was installed yesterday about, well, started about 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god, I'm going. Started about 8 o'clock in the morning, finished at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was supposed to be at a show at that point, at Toast in Flyford. I'm going to come through here now. Oh, I broke something. Anyway, oh, I'm too low. God help me. Why did I say I was going to do stupid thing? Anyway, so now no rear passengers, because well, there's a bit of metal in the way, and therefore I can't mount seats anymore. But that is besides the point. It looks cool. However, I did say I was never going to strip this car, and now I have, and I'm regretting it. It's very, very loud.
So yes, changes have been made. The next change will be rear bumper, because as much as it's cool, keeping it old and somewhat original, that ain't how I'm rolling with this thing. Windy windows, I like these. They're very good. So, what I've got to do now is remove this bumper, which I'm pretty sure is very similar to the V70s and 850 Estates, so it should be piece of piss. Get that out of the way and see if I can mount that bumper over there. That's really disorientating. That bumper over there to the crash bar and see how it looks on the car. I might have to do something with this exhaust because it fits very tight as it is, and I don't know if the exhaust cutouts on that bumper are going to work, but only one way to find out. Step one to any repairs or modifications to your vehicle: grab a beer. Yes. Also, if Red Bull would like to sponsor me, I'm not very good at anything, but I am insane, so I'm halfway there. But yes, let me start unbolting this bumper. Hopefully this sweatiness, heatiness will slowly dissipate as we go on through the video. I don't think it will, but hopefully. And yeah, get this bumper off. Everyone knows this isn't the way to check how a bumper's mounted, but if you peel it back, there's a very scary looking bolt down there. Same on this side. Oh, my fingies are in the way. Yep, that one doesn't look as scary. That's good. And then, if I get under here, there should be not what I was looking for. Huh? Normally, there's two bolts. One like there, and one about there maybe, where it mounts into stuff. I'm gonna have to do a research here. That's confused me. And just like that, I've discovered another difference between the pre-facelift cars and the facelift cars, and that is the way that they mount the rear bumper. So, this plastic trim, and this plastic trim hide the bolts. So already, I know this ain't gonna work, but I want to see if I get this bumper off, if they still have the mounting points that I could go through underneath, which it probably won't. Thinking about it, I'm gonna do some research. In me fashion, I'm gonna, well, yeah, just do it anyway and see if there's a way I can make it work rather than it actually work. So, 4 bolts, one on either side. This is actually a much better design than the later stuff, because anyone who knows the 850s, the bumper brackets that normally sit here just rot out and become, well, dust. It's the only way to describe it, really. But that is the bumper off. She's on the floor. I'm now going to unmount the bumper from the crash bar and see if there is a way that this can actually be sort of somehow refitted. I think I'm going to put the crash bar directly onto the car, put the foam padding back into the bumper, well, not into the bumper, but into the crash bar. See if that bumper then slots over the top, and then see if I can just sort of mount it somewhat securely. This is for aesthetics. The diffuser is not functional in any way, shape or form, because the way that they design the underside of these cars is awful for it. But, like I say, props to Volvo for doing this design. This is genius. Why did you change it? It's stupid. It's got warmer, somehow. Anyway, this is a rough mock-up, and luckily I've managed to not get silicone on myself too much. But this is an achievable thing. it's not as horrendous as I expected it to be, considering it's the wrong crash bar. I have lost a bolt to put the other bumper back on, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But for now, I quite like that. I don't know why. Gives me Chaser vibes. Everyone knows the body kit I'm on about. It's usually on a white Chaser, big diffuser. I think it looks quite good. So what we're going to have to do is effectively mount the crash bar, somehow fold this top plastic piece over the top, which will be easier once it's dried and painted, and then secure all of this up like that. And then it shouldn't be, obviously that's all movement in the crash bar, but it shouldn't be terrible. But I quite like how that looks. I'm going to do some videography now. I'd definitely say it's going to look unique, different, very, very different. I now need to hunt down this bolt so I can put the other bumper back on and hopefully not run it over and put a hole in my tyre, because that would be a minor inconvenience. The alternative to making sure that this is mounted securely, I don't really want to do it. However, I could always drill holes in here so I can get to the back of the crash bar and put the normal mounting screws through, and then just obviously treat the edge of the holes with like some primer or paint or something, just to make sure she doesn't become a rusty old girl. But so far I think that looks pretty cool, and this is going to be like hopefully a shorter video. Most of it's going to be me running around moving stuff about, but I'd like to think that is going to almost finish up the rear end. We do want a different wing. Obviously the cage, diffuser, sporty-esque. I mean, the air dam speaks for itself. I mean, it just looks angry. I like it. But it's all coming together much quicker than intended. I want to have this painted and done before Prescott, so hopefully it'll be on for the hill climb. Find a way to mount it up at the front and we should be good to go. Thank you very much for watching once again. I would show you the cat, but he seems to be missing. But yeah, another bit of a pointless video. Hopefully we will get some interesting footage come Prescott. Hopefully this thing up the hill, some noises and stuff. It means I don't have to put the extremely loud exhaust on because it fits, which I was a little bit concerned about it fitting this bumper. And we've already got horrendous drone inside the car anyway. So if I can avoid that, I will. I actually think it fits this bumper better than the standard one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I know there's going to be some people out there who go, "What are you doing? You're ruining it." I don't care. It's my car. I bought it for the whole of £200, and now I've spent slightly more than that on it, and then taken everything out of it that wasn't worth money anyway. No one wants it because no one has one, and I'm going to throw it in the bin. Unless you want a set of pre-facelift 850 saloon rear seats, in which case, come and get them. They're here, they're free, they'll be here for about 2 days after this video is posted, and then I'll be taking them to the skip. So, let me know. Goodbye, darlings.